Hello everybody and welcome to another one of our youth group live streams, our second one here on YouTube, and I've completely lost count of how many we've done already online. It's great to see so many people here. Welcome. Give us a shout out down below. Let's see who's in. I can see there's currently a few of us viewing at the moment, so give us a shout out down in the comment section so I know who's here and who I'm talking to. We've got a cracking lineup today. We've got a load of different things we're going to do. We're going to start off with a game. I'm going to have a go at doing a song challenge, so have a think of cool random words that we might be able to use for our song challenge. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. We're going to be doing a brand new story today. We finished all of our story on the Prodigal Son, and we're going to do a brand new story today. We're going to have a chance to answer any questions that you may have, and we're going to pray all together later on as well. So feel free to ask any questions or anything you'd like to pray about. Comment it down below in the comment section. And lastly, we're going to finish off with our challenge of the week. Last week's challenge was our paper aeroplane throwing challenge. Let us know now in the comment section if you took on that challenge and how well you did. I never actually posted mine in the end, so I apologise for that, but I will post on this week's challenge. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Weather hasn't really been ideal, really, for posting videos of flying paper aeroplanes. It's been a bit windy this week, at any rate. Oh, I don't know. That's my feeble excuse, anyway. How have we got down there? Heather, welcome, my dear. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Welcome, Paul. Good to see you. Glad you can make it as well. Hopefully other people will join us as we get started. So, let's go through a couple of quick notices before we get started on our plans. So, here we go. Here are our notices. We have a load of different social media platforms that we'd love for you guys to get involved in. We have our very own Facebook account, so we have our Facebook page and a bunch of Facebook groups. We have our own group for youth group on there, so if you have Facebook, come and check it out there. We post things there every now and again. We have our very own Instagram account. We try and post there every day midweek. And, of course, YouTube. You're right here, so you know that we're on YouTube. We'll be uploading videos very, very soon. I've been delayed this week. I do apologise for that, but things are getting a little busy at the moment, what with the world all changing and, lockdown potentially loosening, so that's required me to do a lot of planning, but hey-ho. We also do our very own Sunday services every Sunday on Zoom. If you'd like to get involved, we'd love to see you and interact with you and do various different amazing things. Then, if you'd like to come and get involved, give me an email at chris@westsidechurch.org.uk and I will send you the details, or head over to our Facebook group where I have posted the details already there. We also do every Friday a Zoom chat all together. We host a game session for any young people that like to get involved. It's a lot of fun, and we'd love to see you there. That's at 3 o'clock on Sundays. So Sunday services at 10:30 in the morning, and youth game sessions every Sunday at 3 p.m. Both of those on Zoom. If you'd like the Zoom details, chris@westsidechurch.org.uk. Message me there and I'll send them to you. Or head over to our Facebook group and the details will be right in there. We also have WhatsApp, I believe, as well. So if you'd like to get involved in WhatsApp as well, again, message me on Facebook or send me an email at chris@westsidechurch.org.uk. And that is the longest list of notices the world has ever seen. Right, I'm going to have a quick look down at the comment section. Who can we see? I can see Heather, I can see Paul, I can see Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Welcome. I see Holly. Welcome, Holly. People here at the moment. There's currently 6 people viewing. I can see 4 of you guys. So don't be bashful. Feel free to comment down below if you're watching, or if you want to hide in the background. That's perfectly fine. No worries. All are welcome here. So, let's get started. We're going to start off with our game first. Now, our game is known as a song challenge. I saw this online, a few people have been doing this, and I thought I'd have a go. So the way the song challenge works is very simple. You write down one word in the comment section. It can be any word you like, but no rude ones. I'm not going to be messing around with those, thank you very much. Let's keep it PG. Polite and grammatically correct. Yeah, that's totally what that stands for. I'm so sorry. Right, comment down below a word, any word you like, and I'm going to try and sing a song that has that word in it. We'll see how we do. I've not tried this before, other than today, so here we go. Let's give this a go. So comment down below one word, any word you like, and I'm going to have a go at trying to sing a song that has that word in it. Ideally in the chorus or the title, because that'll make it really easy. So let's have a look and see how people are doing. Here we go. I'm going to read the comments while people catch up. There's a small delay between what I say and what you see, so no worries if I don't reply to your comment instantaneously, but I will get around to it at some point. PG13 says, Holly, absolutely agree. Ooh, a game, says Paul. That's good to hear, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. First words coming in. The first word is chicken. Chicken. A song that has chicken in it. Oh, I know one. Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. I don't know if there's even verses to that song, but that's the chorus, and it definitely has chicken in it. So thank you, Holly. Great word, chicken. Chicken. On a roll. There we go. 1 down and 1 point. I've managed to get it so far. Right, let's see. What else have we got? Here we go. What else have people written? Here we go. Roll. 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 I feel like there's got to be a song to do with, like, roll with the punches. Rolling with the punches. Don't let them hit you. Gonna move out the way, because you don't want to get hit by punches, because you got to roll. I totally made that up. Think. There's got to be a real song. A real song to do with roll. Roll. Because I am... no, that's On the Edge of Glory. No, how does it go? Roll. Oh, roller coaster. There's a rolling coaster. Roller coaster, come on. I think Bewitched did a song called Roller Coaster, didn't they? That's way too old. How did that go? Oh my goodness, I'm going all the way back to the 90s in my brain. Here we go. Roller coaster, come on. I swear it goes like that. Oh my goodness, I can't think of one. Okay, I'll come back to roll. What else have we got here? Boomerang. Boomerang says Rosie. And it was Heather that came up with roll. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Rosie. Boomerang. Boomerang. There's got to be a song with boomerang in it, surely. It's not boomerang, but it's very similar. Bangarang. Bangarang. That's very similar to boomerang. It's not the same though. Boomerang. There's got to be a song with boomerang in it. Man, I am struggling with this one. If you guys can think of words that have those songs in them, write them down in the comment section. Help me out, see if you're better at this game than I am. And if you mention it and I know it, I will sing it. The best of my singing abilities. Let me see. Boomerang. I might have to come back to that one. Let me see. Okay. Cloakroom. Paul, that's really cheeky. Cloakroom. Cloakroom. I don't know. Can I separate those words and make a song that's similar with cloakroom? I don't know. I'd probably be better at this game if I was just making up the songs. Would that be more fun? Me hunting a song that already exists, or making up a song with all these words in it? That could be kind of fun, don't you think? Oh, what does Holly say? 1 for boomerang. I don't really care about what they say. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang. Surely I know this song. How does that go? I don't care what they really say. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang. Okay, I made up the tune. I'm sorry, Holly. I probably should know that song, and for some reason, there's a song called Boomerang. Oh man, I'm sorry, Rosie. I'm sure you gave me that one and hoping it was an easy one, and I clearly messed it up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try a few more, and if I continue to scuff up, I'm going to make up a song using all the words you guys mentioned. That'll be the conclusion to our game. So get some good words down, and I will throw them all into a song, and it's going to be hilarious and terrifying, I'm sure. What other words we got? Orange. Nathan says orange. Nathan, welcome. There you go. Currently got 8 viewers at the mo. Great to see so many people represent. Orange. I know that orange is definitely in the Rainbow song. Can I think of a different one that has orange in it? Oh, come on, surely. Red. Wait, how does it go? Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and violet and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. There you go, that definitely has orange in it. I'm sure there's better ones, but that's the one that popped into my brain first. Here we go. Here we go. One for roll, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Excellent, good shout, Heather. Thank you so much for your help there. For roll, there's the hymn that says, "Will your anchor hold in the storms of life? I have an anchor that keeps the soul steadfast and sure while the billows roll." That sounds like a really cool hymn. Off the top of my head, I can't think which one that might be. But thank you, Rosie. That's a great one for roll. Excellent job. I don't know what most of these are. T-Rex. I do know a T-Rex song, but it's got a lot of swear words in it, so I'm not going to sing it, Paul. But you know, there is one that definitely has a T-Rex in it. Can I think of other ones with T-Rex? Here we go. Riverdale, best show. I've never seen Riverdale. It's not really something that I would majorly get into. Okay, here we go. Let's have one or two more, and then I'm going to make up a song using all the words that you guys have given me. One or two more. Here we go. Give me one more. Give me one more. T-Rex. Can I think of a song with T-Rex in it? Tyrannosaurus. I could sing the Power Rangers theme tune. That might have a T-Rex in it. Go, go, Power Rangers! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-toothed Tower! Tyrannosaurus! Ay, 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 ay! That's kind of like a remix. There you go. Major nerd alert. Okay, not seeing any more things, so let's go for it. This is it. Here we go. I'm going to make a song up. I'm going to make a note of all these words, and I'm going to make a song up. And here we go. This is how this song is going to go. It is going to start off with chicken. And then it's going to have roll, followed by boomerang, also with cloakroom. This is going to be the most ridiculous thing ever. Here we go, cloakroom, orange, and I think that was all of... Oh no, T-Rex. Forgot about T-Rex. And here we go. Plant and boogie. Won't you come to no? No, wait. Won't you come? Oh, wait. Won't you come? Oh, wait. How does it go? Won't you come with me? Boogie down. Won't you go with me? Party down. It goes something like that, doesn't it? Won't you come down to Boogie Town? No, it's Funky Town. Dang it! I thought it was Boogie Town. No, it's Boogie Up. Okay, something along those lines. Okay, plant and boogie. Here we go. Right, we are inventing a song with all these words in it. And maybe, during the week, if I have time, which I'm going to do my best to find, maybe I'll make a music video of our terrible song that we're about to invent. Or maybe it'll be amazing. Maybe this will be top of the charts. There you go. No copyright law problems here, because everything I'm about to do, I'm probably making up. So, here we go. Let's pick a tune. Here we go. How fast do we want to go? Okay, here we go. Once upon a day, walking down the street, and I saw this beautiful chicken. It was rolling along as if it was cool, and guess what? It came back like a boomerang. Boomerang, it came back like a boomerang. And it got stuck in my cloakroom because it was bright orange all day. Oh yeah, T-Rex coming along, looking for the chicken that was rolling. I paid him, he looked around for a plant and he couldn't find it, and so he decided to do the T-Rex boogie dance. Boom, boom, to do the T-Rex boogie dance. Boom, boom, to do the T-Rex boogie dance. Boom, boom, he's gonna do the T-Rex boogie dance. Boom, down, boomerang. There's a chicken. I am so sorry that this is on the internet. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. But, you know, I'll bow anyway. I'm just going to accept it. There we go. That's it. Maybe that was good, maybe that wasn't. Hey ho, I'm going to have a go at mucking around with that later. Maybe someone somewhere can edit something beautiful out of the atrociousness of that. I don't know. If you enjoyed that, like this video, because it shows that you care. And it makes me feel better about the foolish things that I try and do for the sake of you guys. Right. We're going to do our story all together, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that game. This week's story is a classic. It's one of my favourite stories, and the reason you can tell it's one of my favourite stories is it features on my phone case. Anyone want to shout out down below which story they think this might be? I'm not going to reveal it too early, but I will start talking about this story. So this is a story about a young man, and he faces off against a very big problem. A very big problem indeed. But he has help in solving this big problem. So we have our young man, our big problem, and I've done it the wrong way around because mirroring young man, big problem, and help. Anyone want to guess what this story might be? Mention it down in the comment section. You know what? In my lifetime, I have faced a few big problems, and sometimes they've worked out, and sometimes they haven't. But anyway, I get ahead of myself. This story is an absolute classic of a story, and I love this story a lot. So, I thought I'd tell you this week. And next week, we're going to have a guest come and join us on the live stream. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be interviewing some of our fellow youth group leaders, and chatting with them about how they're doing, what's going on, give you guys all a chance to ask them questions, and maybe they'll share some of their own stories with us as well. It will be really awesome. So I'm looking forward to having someone other than this camera to interact with. It's going to be amazing. Right. So, this is the story of David. Now, David was a young man who lived a long time ago, and he was known as a man after God's own heart, and he had to face off against this big problem. Now, when David was younger, he had a whole host of brothers who were a lot older than him. In fact, he was the youngest of 12, I believe. Youngest of 12, I believe. There you go. Take it second count. And, he used to look after the sheep and be the kind of shepherd boy, and he didn't get a huge amount of respect from his family. But one day, he was anointed. That's when someone comes along and kind of draws a cross on your head with oil, and you get prayed for, and it's like you're chosen to do something amazing. God had chosen David to be someone very important in his kingdom, and one day he would become king, but at this point, he was not. And there was a big war going on between the land that David was from, Israel, and a neighbouring land that weren't the most pleasant of peoples, known as the Philistines. And there was this big war between the two, and each day the Philistine army would come forward, and this giant of a man, known as Goliath, would step forward and say, "I will challenge anyone in single combat, and if they beat me, then you win, but if I beat them, we win. Who shall face me?" Everyone was terrified. Now, this kind of sidetracks into my story a little bit. So, when I was younger, not that much younger, about your guys' age, in secondary school sort of time, I used to do karate for, a kind of sports hobby-like thing. I didn't stick around with it for too long, but I used to do it for a while, and I got a few belts, and, it's kind of one of those things that you show off when you're nervous. You're like, "Don't mess with me! I know karate!" Anyway, one day we used to do sparring sessions together where two people would pretend to fight each other, and there was this one guy who was super serious. He was a bunch of belts above me. He was a big guy as well. He was full-grown adult, and I'm a teenager at this point, and he's built like a mountain. And I'm paired off with him, and we're supposed to spar together, and we're currently learning how to block kicks. That's the idea. You've got to learn how to block a kick, there's a certain way to do it, and there's going to be a certain kind of kick that they do. Anyway, so I'm standing off against this guy, peeing myself, both physically and, mentally, internally, because it was really kind of scary going up against this guy. And you know what? We start the session, and he's just like, "Don't hold back." I don't know why. In my memory, he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. "Don't hold back. Do it now." Anyway, he goes for the kick, and I try and block him, utterly fail, and he gets me firm in the stomach and sends me flying half a mile back through the room. Really, really embarrassing. But that has very little to do with today's story, because David, even though he's going up against this big giant, the story goes slightly differently than my own. So David is one day visiting his brothers, who are all part of this army going up against the Philistines. And he turns to his brothers and he says, "Why won't anyone fight this guy? Don't we know that God is on our side? We are his people, and he fights with us." But everyone was way too scared. So David, a young man, not very big, probably the same sort of age as I was as a teenager trying to go up against that karate guy, turns to everyone and says, "Very well, I'll fight him then." And so David gets brought before the king of Israel, and the king says, "Well, if you want to fight, then don't let me stop you." And they try to give him armor and a sword and a shield, but they're all too big and clunky, and they just don't work for him. And so he says, "You know what, I'll just go as I am." So he goes down to the river, picks up 5 smooth stones, brings his sling, which is kind of like a slingshot, but, not, and heads out. And Goliath looks down at this young man, and he laughs, and cannot believe what is about to happen. So, here we go. Let me pull up the Bible passage that we're going to be reading together here. How do I do that? I click this, I click that, I click that, and I click that. Awesome. So, here we go. This is the story. This is taken from 1 Samuel chapter 17. The whole of the chapter is the story, but we're going to read just 45 and 50, which is kind of the conclusion of the story. So, we're at this point. David's standing on one side, Goliath is standing on the other side, and the two are about to face off, and Goliath looks down at this kid and laughs. David does this, and he has all of my respect immediately because of this. So I'm going to look over here so I can read it. David said to Goliath, "You come against me with a sword and a spear and a javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give I can't make out that word. I will give you of the Philistine army to the birds and to the wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands." The Philistine, this is Goliath, moved closer to attack him. David ran quickly towards the battle line to meet him. Reaching into his bag, taking out a stone, he slung it and struck Goliath, the Philistine, on the forehead. The stone sank into his forehead, and he fell face down on the ground. So David triumphed over the Philistine with a sling and a stone. Without a sword, and without a sword in his hand, he struck down the Philistine and killed him. Now, we're not promoting murder here, or war, or fighting in general, but I do want to promote this one thing. God fights with us, no matter what our problems are. Now, the story of me in my karate class, that was kind of a bit of fun, but there are plenty of giants that I've had to face in my lifetime. Most of them in education. Education has never been a strong suit for me. I'm no good at exams, no good at essays. Writing things in general, I'm really no good at. But God has been with me throughout. I literally can't even remember my GCSEs, but God somehow got me through them. I do remember going to university and having to go through so many essays. 5 years ago today, in fact, I handed in my last ever essay. I know this because Facebook reminded me of it today, which I kind of thought, wow, really, 5 years ago? And I don't know how I got through it, but God got me through 3 years of writing like 3,000 to 5,000, and one essay was like 10,000 words. I don't know how I did that, but by the grace of God, I was able to get through it. And God is with us right now as we face this giant that is COVID-19. Maybe some of you are going back to school soon. I'm not entirely sure. I know that some of the schools are opening up. And, eventually we will all be able to come out of lockdown, but things are going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be weird, and it's going to be difficult to handle. But we have God on our side, and we can trust in Him. So we just pray today that we would remember that God is with us and for us, and He is looking after us, even if we have giants in front of us, just like David did in that story. There you go. Little David, big Goliath, but God is on his side. Although that's a picture of an angel, but never mind. Anyway, we're going to quickly pray all together. So if you'd like to join in with my prayer, all you need to do is say Amen. If you have anything you'd like to pray about or any questions at all, stick them down in the comment section and I'll read through them after this. So yeah, let's pray together. Father God, we thank you that you love us and you care for us, and you are with us even in the difficult and hard times. Lord, we pray that you would help us in whatever giants we may face. If it's COVID-19, if it's other health issues, family-related stuff, school-related stuff, whatever difficulties, whatever giants we might be facing, we pray that you would remind us that you fight with us. We are not alone. You go before us and work with us. We thank you for that comfort, and we pray that you would be with us in all the changes that are going to be happening soon within lockdown and social distancing. Be with us now, Lord, we pray, in your good name. Amen. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being involved. I'm going to have a quick read through the comment section in a moment. And then after that, we're going to do our challenge for the week. I'm looking forward to this challenge. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Things are going to be changing pretty soon. In about, I think it's July time, the government's saying. Everything that I say right now is subject to change because nothing's confirmed yet. But soon enough, we'll be able to host Youth Group again back in Westside Church. And when that happens, it won't be the same as it was before. It'll probably be a little bit different because social distancing is going to be a thing for a while. But it's okay, because we're going to make it work, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm really looking forward to meeting up and hanging out with you guys all again soon. So, let me have a quick read through the comment section and see what people are saying. Here you go. Where is it? Here we go. Paul says, that was nice, that was great. I'm assuming he's talking about the song that we did earlier. I do apologise for that. I don't think it was even very good, but hey, maybe you guys enjoyed it, and if that's the case, would love to see a music video for this, says Holly. We'll see. Maybe I'll try and pull one together on Monday if I have time. There's so much that we're trying to organise right now, because we want to be able to host things back in our building again, which requires a lot of planning and a lot of safeguarding. Stay tuned. We will let you know as soon as we know what the plan is, and we're looking forward to seeing that. But in the meantime, we're going to keep all of the online stuff going. None of that's going away anytime soon. Yes, that would be amazing, says Paul. Well done. It was decent. Thank you. Says Heather. All likes, happy faces, and a lot of amens from different people. Excellent. If you have anything you'd like to pray about, any questions at all, stick them down in the comment section and I'll get them to them in a moment. But right now, we're going to set our challenge for the week. So, this week's challenge is another crafty one, but it's a little bit different this time. Let me open up the tab on this one here. I will post in our Facebook group the video that I've got here, and I might even put a link to it down in the description to show you guys where that I'm getting the inspiration for this is. But we're going to be making our very own bubble maker using things that you'd find at home. You're going to need an empty bottle, a shallow container, a sock, just one, so ideally like an old one that you don't want to... a sock that you don't mind getting wet and soapy, basically. You're also going to need some scissors and some dish soap, or, washing up liquid of some description. And we're going to use that to make our very own bubble maker. I've got my... Ooh! Wow, I nearly made a spillage there. That would have been really sticky. So, I've already made mine, but basically what you do is you get your empty bottle, you cut off the bottom of it, so that you have a big hole at the bottom and then a little hole at the top where you normally drink from, and you get your sock and wrap it over the bottom where you've just cut off your hole, so it's nice and tight, but leave the opening at the other end clear so you can blow into it. You then get your little dish, you fill it with water and washing up liquid, or I think washing up liquid is best. Rinse it together a little bit so it's all mixed up and bubbly, and then you dip your contraption into your soapy liquid and blow and watch the magic happen. So I made mine using a not a fruit, what was it? It was an almond milk container. So this is a cardboard one. It is definitely not the best version, but I couldn't find a plastic bottle, which is better, but this still works. This definitely still works. And what you do is you get it, you dip it in, pull it nice and tight, and when you do this, I recommend doing it outdoors or somewhere where you have like a washing up basin in front of you, like I do. Here we go. I'm going to move my microphone. Don't want to blow into that. Alright, are we ready? Here we go. Look at that! That's amazing! There's so many bubbles! There you go. So what you can do with these, you can blow them out your window so they start flying off into the air, especially if it's a nice windy day, or you can do it out in your garden or out in a park somewhere or on the street, and they'll just bubble around and you can use them to make your very own beard if you don't already have one grown, or, you know, afro it up or whatever you like. Make sure you blow in, don't blow, you know, like no sucking. That would suck a little bit. Alright, my fingers are all sticky now. Oh my goodness. If you give it a go, video it or photo it or tell us about it in the comment section, or send it over to our Facebook group. We'd love to be able to see the different results and different attempts that you guys do. And I will stick down in this description, when I finish publishing this video, the link to this the instructions that I found here. I'll also post it over on the Facebook group as well, and I'll post it on Instagram. Oh well, I'll share it on Instagram. I'll give it a go. I'll post it all over the place. Have a go. Try and get involved. It's a lot of fun, and we'd love to see you involved in all that. Right, I think that's probably it. I can't see any other comments at the moment. I hope you guys are all well and safe. We've got a bunch of different people here at the Mo, and that's great to see. I hope you're all well and happy and safe. I look forward to chatting with you guys again. We will be back live streaming next week. I'm glad it's a lot better quality this week than last week. I've learned a lot more about the technology this time, which has definitely helped. So yeah, get involved in the challenge, and next week we're going to be interviewing some of our youth group leaders, so come along, come with questions, any question you like, I'm sure they'll answer it, and we're going to be doing a live interview online for you to enjoy, along with more games, more challenges, and more stories. So have a great week, guys, and I'll catch you all really, really soon. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you all for coming. Safe travels, and ciao.